December something. I don't fully remember or know what day it is, but I could easily look, but I'm driving right now. But today is Monday, start of the strong. We say strong because we don't want to say about my shit is weak or whatever. What the fuck? We got police pulling niggas over. All right, that's what we see coming out today. But today is Monday. It's the start of the strong. We don't say week because nothing about our consecutive days are weak. You know what I'm saying? But start the week off right, man. Prioritize health. Prioritize wealth. Prioritize peace of mind, etc., man. If you got distractions around you, kill those distractions. If you got people around you that's just, not prioritizing, I guess, people around you that's not prioritizing your mental health as well as theirs, cut them off. It should be something every day of the strong that you're working towards, man. If you're working a 9 to 5 right now and you always have these visions or sayings about how you don't want to be in a 9 to 5, you need to ask yourself, what are you doing when you get home or when you get off in that 9 to 5 to change your reality, your current reality? Because if you're just getting off and chilling after work, it ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna cut it. If you get off and just kick your feet up and say I'm gonna watch some football, or I'm gonna smoke that blunt, and you ain't doing nothing to help yourself get to a different level, a different status level, when you get off of that 9 to 5, then you're doing something wrong. It's a lot of people that say they want to get out the 9 to 5, but when they get off of work, they kick their feet up and wait for the next day. And nothing about your reality is going to change if you're waiting for the next day of that 9 to 5. That 9 to 5 will keep you in that rat race. It will keep you in that loop, and nothing will change for your reality. So if you're preaching, if you want to preach about, you want to get out the 9 to 5, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a self-proclaimed thousandaire, millionaire, 100,000aire, I suggest that everybody, when you get off of work, work towards that. Work towards that goal. Put action in there every single day. Because if you're not putting action in there, then like I said, you'll be stuck in the loop. You got to get 1% better every day. If your goal is to be a content creator, get off, work on that video, edit that video, make a video, something. If your goal is to be a professional in a specific sport, you get off of work, it ain't time to kick your feet up. You got to go and work out. Preferably 3 times a day, right? So if you don't got 3 times a day to work out and you want to go professional, man, you gotta at bare minimum get off of that job and get to working out, man. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice sleep for a period of time, even though sleep is important, and I make sure I gotta get my sleep. But sometimes you gotta sacrifice that sleep sometimes, man, to get where you need to be or where you want to be. Everybody who you see on and you're watching right now on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or a social media platform, it didn't come easy, bro. It just didn't come easy. No matter if you feel like they blew up off of one video or not, you still got to maintain that. You got gotta maintain that audience. So once that video goes viral, you're ready for a bigger challenge to maintain that audience, you know. Me, my personal perspective, when I get off, I gotta go edit some videos. I gotta go make some videos. I gotta go drop some videos. Even at work, I'm highly thankful that I have a job that I can work on content at the job, where I can be on my phone. And that's certain things that I that I hold value to, is that I can work on my business at work. So yeah, I'll take a little pay cut to do that. I'll take a little pay cut to be able to work on my business at work. Because I know some people can't do that. Some people is not able to do that at all. So to ask you guys, would you take a pay cut in order to be able to have the luxury to be on your phone and work on that business at work? Because I know I would. So that's what I do at work. I make sure I prioritize business. I get my business done, as well as do my job as well, you know. So when I get off, I make sure to work out, drop a video, and I make sure I post 3 times a day. That's not negotiable. If it's too hard to drop 3 times a day, make sure you pile up them drafts. Pile up them drafts, man, so it won't feel like a headache to go and drop them videos and stuff. Pile up them drafts so you can just click on it and upload, you know? Because that's what helped me. I got hundreds of drafts ready to go, ready to be dished out to the masses in my community. So yeah, point of this is, if you got bigger plans than a 9 to 5, what are you doing when you get off of that 9 to 5 to change your reality? This is about to be 2026, man. And everybody got excuses. Everybody got a reason why they're not where they want to be. A reason what everybody always has a plan at the beginning of the year. Until that plan until motivation dies down and discipline is brought to the forefront. And once it's about discipline, people stop. Motivation does not last forever. Motivation doesn't last all day. Motivation always dies down. I don't really care what it is. Motivation always dies down, and it goes up to, do you want it or not? Do you want to get up and change your life or not? That's the only thing you need to ask yourself. Because nobody's going to save you, especially in a man's world. In a man's world where men built up all these buildings you see and made this electricity going on and building all this architecture and got all the world running how it is. Nobody's coming to save you. You can't be asking your parents and, you know, your aunties and your uncles for money and this, that, and the third. You know, you might be able to get by with that if you're a female sometimes, but a male, man, if you're a male, you got to get up and go get it, bro, and nobody's going to come save you, bro. Get up. Get to work. That's the only thing you need to be worried about. Get up and get to work. Change your life. Change your perspective. If you're consuming all day and just scrolling, you're not changing your life. You're wasting your day. You're wasting your day. And that's why I had to start what I started, because I got tired of consuming and I said, it's time to produce. It's time to produce something. There goes my check engine light. Check engine light is on. But that don't stop nothing, man. I'm gonna get some gas. But like I'm saying, man, you gotta change your perspective. You gotta change your life you know, add a question. Add a question. If anybody got some questions, add it in the box. But what are you doing after work to change your reality? Work is the distraction, if you ask me. You go to work, and when you're at work, you're at a set payment, you're at a set salary, and you won't go anywhere higher than that. That's your max ceiling once you're at work. You won't go anything higher than your salary. So you know, and you can calculate how much money you're gonna make through the year. Minus the bills, minus everyday expenses, and minus what it costs to just live in this world. But if you're an entrepreneur, you have no ceiling. The heights are limitless. The heights are limitless. You see people like Jake Paul and Mr. Beast, things of that nature. Jake Paul started as a YouTuber, or he started Disney Channel, then going, YouTube. Sure, he wasn't making all this money. Then he got on with YouTube. Then he expanded more to building a brand outside of YouTube. Never mind the boxing stuff. You get on with YouTube, you start selling clothes off the page. You start helping others with their problems of what your niche is through your channel. Jake Paul started boxing and making millions, probably more than he's made in his YouTube career. I know damn well it's more than he made in his YouTube career. He probably made more in his YouTube career, his last fight, than anything he done made on YouTube. But like, expand. Basically, just expand. I appreciate everybody who's been tapping into the channel. We post 3 times a day. And we post a long format video daily. We're not letting up off the gas, and just because it's about to be a new year doesn't change anything. We're still mashing hard. We've still been mashing before the year is about to be up. So the year being up is not going to change anything. We're not waiting till 2026 to start what we got to do. We're not waiting for 2026 to start working out. We're not waiting until 2026 to start dropping the video, dropping that content. I'm an introvert through and through. I'm an introvert, and I don't even like socializing with people like that. But this is fairly easier for me to do since I'm an introvert, is to talk to the camera. Talk to the camera and upload. You know, I'm an introvert through and through, but I still gonna make that content. I'm still gonna drop it out because I want to change my reality. I don't want to be in a 9 to 5 for long. I don't want to be wrapped up in work, a fixed salary every year that's never going to change. It's not going to change. It's about to be 9 o'clock now. You see I'm on the way to work right now. 9 to 5. What a day. But if you're able to have a job to where you can work on your business at work, that's a blessing in itself, man. And I think you should value that a lot, like I do, because I can work on my business when I'm at work. We started this channel in March of 2025. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been 9 months since we started this channel. We've grown to 500 subscribers, and we have over 500 videos out in 9 months. 9 months, I produced over 500 pieces of content. This is no game, bro. You need to drop multiple times a day if you want to get somewhere. Though I might not see the end of the horizon or the top of the mountain right now, it will come. As long as I keep doing what I'm doing, somebody will find it, and somebody will promote it, and somebody will make me blow up. And I'm just speaking to my future self that everything will set itself out. In 9 months, I have produced 500 pieces of content. That's about if I'm gonna do quick math right now, I'll just say about 70 videos a month. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. About 70 to 65 videos a month. That's over 2 videos a day. It's time to mash, bro. It's time to get it going. I know it's a lot of us stuck in the mud, stuck in the loop, stuck in, you know, depression and stuff like that. But it's time to get going, bro. It's no time to waste. We're just getting older and older. And if you think you got all the time in the world when you're 20, oh, I can go have fun. Oh, 20s is meant to go party and have fun. Been there, done that. It's not time for that. Been there, done that. It's time to set the pieces of the chessboard up when you're 20 years old. So when you're 30 and 40, you get to reap them rewards, man. Checkmate. I ain't got time to fool around with y'all while I'm 20, man. To what? Work my ass off when I'm 30 in a job in a 9 to 5. Back all bent out. It's time to rest when you're in your 30s. From what the fruits of the labor was that you built in your 20s. I'll be damn, I gotta work hard in my 30s, man. It's going to get better for it. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. It's gonna get better. Manifestation at its greatest. Because as long as I'm consistent with time, it's gonna happen. I appreciate that, you know, and I appreciate everybody for joining. But like I was saying, man, yeah, 9 to 5, man. It's time to mash, man. If y'all not followed to my YouTube channel, give me a subscribe, give us a follow. We're ZeusandTytv on all platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We're on there. And we drop multiple times daily. So, hey. But yeah, man, the 20s. In your 20s. If everybody, I don't know how old everybody is in this live, but if you're in your 20s, it's time to say fuck the bitches, fuck the hoes, fuck the clubs, fuck the hanging out with people who's not serving you the right way. Fuck the people who's not goddamn pushing you toward your goal. Fuck the people who's not telling you to get the hell up and get to work, get to working. Get up, bro. You been laying down too much. What you doing? Get up, bro. You don't need to spend your money on that, bro. That's a want, bro. That's not a need. You don't need to spend your money on that, bro. That's an indiscretionary spending. If it ain't coming back, it ain't coming out my pocket. If it ain't coming back in investments, it ain't coming out my pocket. That's the mindset we need to have. So yes, as I run and I drive into work today, I got all this stuff in mind, that when I get to work, that I'm going to work on my business. And even if I didn't have a job where I wasn't able to work on my business, I would still work on my business, because this is not where I'm going to be when I get older. I have to set up my chessboard pieces. Y'all are not going to help me if I got sick tomorrow and couldn't work. The job's going to lay you off and tell you to go home. They're going to tell you to go home. You're not going to get shit. So yeah, you get sick, you get injured on that job, best believe they're going to tell you how to go home, and they're going to lay you off and bring the next up. Who can work? Who can get this fixed salary going? But if you ain't set yourself up before you got sick, before you got hurt and injured, you're going to be sitting at home wondering how you're going to pay the bills, wondering how you're going to get some bread, you know? If you make $3, save $2 of it. That's what I'm talking about. If you make $3, save $2 of it. If you make $10, save what? 50%, $5. If you make $30, save $15. At the end of the day, man, I got a retirement account. I'm all big into stocks, trading, etc. And I know I used to be feeling like, oh, this is a problem because every time I'm always so addicted to when I get my paycheck, I put about 50% up to where I don't see it no more. It's gone in stocks, in my Roth IRA. It's gone. Out of sight, out of mind. I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm forced to, you got to go make some more because now I need more accessible funds. Those are funds that I'm never going to be able to touch till I'm about 59. Those are funds that I'm never going to be able to touch till I'm ready to retire. Feel me? Like, so I used to be feeling like I got a problem with putting too much money up. Not saving, because it's a difference between saving and, saving and investing. If you try to save your way to being rich, it ain't going to work. You can't save your way to being rich. You got to invest yourself in your way to being rich and let that compounding over time do its work. Now, people who get injured on the job get replaced immediately. So stay safe, right? So y'all boys better be watching your ankle at work. You better be watching your well-being at work, especially the ones at the warehouse jobs and the ones risking their back and blowing their back out, at work. You're going to get replaced immediately, bro. It's just like the NFL. It's just like the NBA. You get hurt. Next up on the roster, I bet you they're going to always have the next employee ready. Shoot, everybody can, man, we got too many employees out here. It's not enough producers. Instead of working for Amazon, why don't you go goddamn produce for Amazon? We got too many resources out here with the internet now. We got AI and shit. Man, if we don't start working towards building something that AI even can produce, we fooling ourselves, man. We dead fooling ourselves, but I appreciate everybody for joining. This is Live Talks with TY, morning motivation. Actually, we don't say morning because we're not morning. We're not morning this rising. AM motivation, top of the rising motivation. And I appreciate everybody for joining. If you're not yet subscribed to ZeusandTytv. Watch this video back for some AM motivation. We're not saying morning, AM motivation, because it pumped me up, because it just came from the spirit. It pumped me up, so I hope it pumped y'all up. Everybody get to it, get to the grind, change your life, change your perspective, and change your reality. I appreciate y'all for joining. I'm out.